come join me today? I'm grilling in some beans. Boom! All right, so we got a red tractor, we got a red grain drill, and we got red seed. Now, first person that comes to mind when I put this treated soybean seed in here is a channel called AJ. He's another red channel. They're a lot bigger farmer than I am, ever want to be even. They use the case magnums and whatnot, but they are red fans. And so I do watch that channel, but he told me a couple years ago, he says, spending money on treated seed's a waste of money, and I totally agree. This just happened to be at a good deal. So I guess by default it ended up being treated. So there's about 5 units in here. I'm going to put a couple more in, and it should get this field here planted, hands down. So let's go, let's grow. And inside the lid to the grain drill, there's a chart here: wheat, oats, barley, soybeans, all that stuff. You can even plant ensilage corn with this, and rice, and everything nice. But you look here, soybeans, all right, I've got the meter set at 10. Okay, so both of them, there's 2 on the front of this because it's an 18 hole. I think that's when they started. 2 meters in the front, and they're both set at 10. So you come down, soybeans, I'm planting 75 pounds an acre. That's going to be right around 210,000 seeds per acre, and that is a slew of seeds. Normally I drop about $1.90 an acre, but this year I'm going to go a little heavier. And I went a little heavier with the fertilizer too, so hopefully everything matches up. It's a little experiment for me. We'll see how we do come harvest. All right, so I've made a couple of laps, and I like to stop and check my openers to make sure that seed's actually dropping through. That's kind of importante. And you can't see it here. Oh, there's some float right there, some seed float. And yes, I'm in sneakers because boots are hot on a hot day. And anytime I see that. Now that can be from going too fast actually, but most of them, there's one there. And honestly, I cheated. Yeah, there's one right there. I stopped and checked before I grabbed the camera. And what I found was that I'm dropping them about every 3 inches, dropping a seed. They call this a control spill. It works just as good as a monitored planting. I guarantee you that, because time and time again, I'm getting 50 plus bushels to the acre. And so are they. They're just doing more acres. That's the only thing about it. So yeah, I'm getting a little bit of float. Now, to cover these seeds up, I don't have the press wheels on here. I've got the chains, the drag chains. They haven't given me a problem. I do like the press wheels a little bit better. I've never seen press wheels on a 510. I'm sure they put them on there in the later years before they made the 5100s. But what you want to do now is get down in here and look in between the double disc opener and make sure there's seed dropping in every one of them. And between you and me, there is. I think you can see that in there. And right there. Hopefully you can see. If you can't, well, just have to take my word for it. So yeah, let's keep going. Let's keep growing. Doing good. Oh, regulators, mount up. Ghost of a Lucius Clay gets up and he walks around. You wouldn't believe it. He was the guy in the FFA class that stood at the door. If anyone tried to come in, he blocked them. He was mean. Even if they wanted to join, he wouldn't let them in. There you go. That's a good shout out. And I'm running, because I know I'm going to get asked, I'm running in second gear. Can't get my car out of second gear, Sammy Hagar. Second gear, full throttle. And there's my marker right there. What I try to do is I try to put the tire in that marker or close to it. Right there, like close to it. The reason I do that is because when I walk these fields to check them, I like having a nice little path to walk and not have to rip through tall beans, because these beans will get tall. They'll get chest high. What I found in the field. It's really weird. At first I thought it was a stirrup, an old stirrup, and then you come down here and there's a little hook on it. It kind of reminds me of a fifth wheel puller for, you know, if you're a truck driver, pull your fifth wheel, reach in. But I'll tell you what else it could be used for is lifting the little clips on your fast hitch. Huh, that's interesting. I'm gonna have to check that out. Now I'm going to tell you something about planting soybeans. I'm planting on 7-inch rows, and some people prefer to plant on 15. I've rarely heard people planting on 30-inch, but here's my thing, okay? I like to plant on 7-inch rows because you get a canopy a lot faster, and that helps with weed control. So there's my reasoning. to riding on the back. It's bumpy. No shock absorber back there. Woo! Putting along in second gear. This is actually the final pass. Well, just like that, it's all planted. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit subscribe. It kind of matters.